Happy Homebrew Wednesday, folks! Ryan Patrick Murphy here, drinking some more of that Continental Pilsner. This is actually from the last bottle I have. Still have a pig of it, so that's good. The weather has gone crappy back in Iowa. We're in the 30s right now, and they reported that there was snow just north of us today at some point. So it's just, I was hoping this would be a good summer drink, but this is this could be an all year round drink. I think. This is the one where I put too many hops in it, and it seems more like a pale ale of some sort, but I like it. It just it has a certain refreshness, and there's just like a pow, here's some hops too. Only 3 ounces of Liberty hops, and there's right places for it. Good stuff though. I really do like it. As we were talking here, I have recorded the video for, and I just realized I'm changing something now. I'm going to change something on the air here. Alright, I fixed it. Screwed up the title of the video. My simple home brewing video, I just made up that name. The video of me doing the Cooper's Dark Ale is uploading right now, so that video will be available soon. Will probably be available sooner than this video. So if you hit this video for the other one, hey, there's a video on doing a kit and kilo somewhere around here in this box. Let's see, think that way or that way. What's showing me in the camera, I'm going to guess it's this way, is right here. Should be a video about doing the Cooper's Dark Ale. If you're interested, you guys have probably seen it a million times. Kit and Kilo videos are all over YouTube. Good guy from Canada named Craig Tube does a lot of them, or has done a few of them. This was not the way that I started home brewing. I actually did what some people would call a partial extract, which I find is confusing to call it that, but it's I would prefer to call it more of an extract with specialty grains. That's how I started off. A few months later, though, I did try this kit and kilo method just because of his videos. I did a real ale. It was really good. It was hard. You couldn't drink too much at a time for some reason. I don't know if I had overcarbed or what, but a lot of good flavor. It tasted good. I was not disappointed until it ran out. But I'm usually disappointed when most of my beer runs out. What else do I have? Oh, kit and kilos. I tell you what, if you are watching me for the first time ever, you have never homebrewed before, you're interested in homebrewing, kit and kilo is a good way to get into it. You still have to buy some stuff. You'll need a bottle capper, you'll need a bucket, a lid of some sort, or you can go buy the whole Cooper's starter kit thing, which comes with everything. It comes with even the bottles. I mean, it's a pretty good, decent deal. I mean, you get the liquid malt extract, the kit that you actually need. This is pre-hopped extract. You get the sugars. You get little carbonation tabs so you can carbonate your beer once they're in the bottles. It's a great way to get into home brewing if you want to try it out. That's not how I started, but I'm not saying it's a really great way to do it. They take care of it. They make it easy. I wish I could show you how that whole kit works. I can't, but there's a guy that can. I can, however, show you how to just make a pre-hop kit. If you happen to go to your local homebrew shop, they don't have the full kit, but they do have these pre-hop kits. Maybe they'll have these pre-hop kits. That's what this video is showing you. Okay. And it's a Cooper's Dark Ale, which I don't really know what that means, except that it's dark. The LME looked like tar almost. But anyway, watch that if you're interested. I'll stop going on about that too much. What else we got? I put the beer in my first ever fermenting bucket. Kind of I've been brewing for a year sort of thing. So put right in the first brewing bucket I did. And Haven't had any bubbles, but that's been kind of expected of this bucket. I don't know. I just don't think the lid seals all that great around the bucket. I'm not too concerned because there's CO2 coming out, so it's constantly, if it's coming out, it's constantly going out the sides. If it's not going up through the airlock. There's been times I've had very overactive beers that have caused air bubbles in there, so I'm not too concerned. I've had a lot of great beers come out of that fermenter and seen no action. But like I use the flashlight trick. I told somebody else about this trick, and they're like, "Whoa, I've never heard of this," and I've never seen anyone on YouTube talk about it. But you take a flashlight and you put it. If you have one of these white buckets with the white lids, you take the flashlight, point it down at the top of the lid, and bam, you can see the Krausen ring. You got a Krausen ring. There's action going on. Wait a couple days after you pitch the yeast and seal it all up before you freak out. But so the dark ale is going. I know it's going. I've seen the Krausen ring. It's using the flashlight's a lot better than opening it up and letting things in. I don't really know what I'm doing for the next beer. I'd like to do something kind of summery. The cream ale's been done. It's a delicious beer. I'm thinking about maybe doing the speckled heifer again. PSA IPA I've talked about before. Great beer, and I really hope more people go buy that kit. So much of the profits, maybe all the profits, go to Pints for Prostates, raising awareness about prostate cancer. But you know what? It's great beer, and every year y'all should go buy that kit. They change the recipe every year. I can't wait for the 2014 recipe. I am archiving on my website, powerhourbrewcrew.com, all of the recipes that I do. So even the Cooper's Dark Ales. Now, I don't have the real recipe. I just have the link to where you can get it, I guess. There's no really a recipe. It's buy a can, pour in bucket. But I do have the PSA 2013. And of course, if somebody finds my site and they see the recipe on there and they want to complain to me, if it's obvious to me that it's your recipe, I'll take it down if you want to take it down. But this is a lot, there's a lot of these beer companies that they make these homebrew recipes and then they decide to stop because they're not selling enough. That's what it comes down to. They don't sell enough of the recipe. So it's like, well, why are we putting this together in a box and shipping off places? Nobody's buying it. Let's stop selling it. So I've been archiving this because one of the recipes I've made you can't buy, and it's the black lager from Brewer's Best, which excellent beer, but there's just not a lot of people. My phone is going off. Sorry, black lager. There's first of all there's a lot of people who just can't lager because they don't have the equipment or the climate to do it. I don't know why the black lager got picked on specifically. I just assume that it's because nobody buys it. But I do have the actual recipe on my website, and I try to archive everything because I don't want to be stuck in the future at some point of, man, that good beer I made that one time, I need to go buy that kit. I don't usually try to copy somebody's kit and put the pieces together myself. Not always. I have done it. I will admit I have done it. If it was a lot cheaper for me to do it that way, I did it. But usually it's not. More often than not, it costs more. Or it comes back where I go to the brew shop or something. It's like I have my mind on a kit, but then they don't have the kit, and that's happened. So I said, all right, I'll make it up. I'll make up the kit myself. So I get all the pieces, and that's what this kit was. They didn't have the kit in stock. They ended up having it a while later, but I still bought this stuff. And with Brewer's Best, it's a lot harder to upset them, I think, because a lot of the ingredients you'll buy for their kits, if you were to buy it separate, you're buying from the same people that own Brewers Best anyway. I think it's LD Carlson. And sometimes I've had trouble where I put a kit together or whatever. I emailed them. I said, hey, something's not matching up right. I put your stuff in Beersmith, and it's just not telling me the IBUs are what they should be. And they'll get back to you. And, they got really good support. And I've been pleased with most of the kits I bought from them. I can't say I've had anything where I've been just absolutely did not like or wouldn't drink. There's been stuff I didn't like, but I think for me it was just the style of beer, actually. And that's the best part of homebrewing, is being able to, try out these different styles and find out what you like. For example, I don't really like milk stouts, apparently. But it did taste, I guess it tasted like what I expected a little bit. It was just I think I was expecting it to be a little sweeter than it was, but there's just a certain something. But when I drank it, I was like, this makes sense for milk stout to taste like this. And I don't think I care for it. Also, I had the weird foam issue. I don't want to say it was infected. I don't want to have that on the record. But I don't know. I don't know what was wrong. It tasted fine. I just didn't care for it. It didn't have any weird sourness like you'd expect from an infected beer. So I don't know what the deal was. Let's see the Cooper's video. Computer just went to sleep trying to record here. Anyway, let's see, the Cooper's video is 95%. It may actually be available before this video is. A little bit ago, I wouldn't have thought so. What do I have in fermenting right now? I have the Cooper's Dark Ales fermenting and the White House Honey Ale, which is the Northern Brewer version. Excellent beer. I made it last year. I've kind of gone back to the things I've made before. I think the next one, or one in the near future, sometime this summer, will be the Speckled Heifer. Again, good partial mash. I liked it better than the cream ale that I had, which, I've done the cream ale before too, so I knew I liked it. And I still like it, but I think the Speckled Heifer is a little not as rough around the edges, I guess I want to say. The cream ale, it's a good beer. It's a good lawnmower beer, as they might say. But I think the Speckled Heifer is a little bit better. It has just a good, just a little bit of sweetness to it almost. I don't know. I can't even explain it, but it's like the cream ale, but they kind of rounded the edges a little bit. So I might try to do that one soon. I do want to get another Cooper's kit, actually, which I need to get a good deal on a Mexican cerveza, I think. I've been wanting to brew one of those. My dad recently brewed, I got my dad into brewing. He recently brewed the Mutton's Mexican cerveza. I want to kind of get the Cooper's one and compare and see how they both are head to head. I think that would be really good. So if I can get that, I need... Austin Homebrew is apparently a good place to get those right now. They have their own little kind of malt sugar pack that they sell with them to fill in the gaps, the extra kilo that you need. And so, the price is right, I think. So, well, anyway, that's all I got for you this week. Remember, comment below. I love your comments. I always read them. I read all of them, all 3 of them. Like it. Please like the video. If you don't like it, don't dislike it. You can. I can't tell you not to dislike the video, but I'd much rather have you just ignore the video then and pretend that you didn't see the dislike button. But at least if you liked it, like it. Give me a thumbs up. That helps me out. That makes me feel important. As long as one person reads or comments or likes this video a week, I'll keep doing them. I promise. I will keep doing it. However, I may skip a week or something. That has happened. I've been sick or busy. Weeks will be skipped. But I will continue to make videos as long as there's somebody interested. That means somebody's willing to listen to me. Go on and on and on and on. So, I'm going to end this with a happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers, 17. And keep your beer glass full. And brew some great beer, folks. Hey, it's Ryan Patrick Murphy. I'll see you next week on Homebrew Wednesday.